All right, this is for user disrespectful harmony, relationship advice, Reddit subreddit page. I think my girlfriend wronged me, but she doesn't think that way. 22 female, 22 male. If you want the full context of the post, check out the link in the description. This is for the OP. I've been with this girl since we were 15 years old. We were our first and only sexual partners. Now, and just to let you know, dude, I've read this before. I'm just going through it again for you, to be specific, and for the audience, I suppose. I've been with this girl since we were 15 years old. We were our first and only sexual partners. We had our ups and downs like everybody. So you were the first and only sexual partner to this chick at 15. That's a young age to have such an incredibly impactful relationship with someone. So that's one of the reasons that you are struggling so hard, because this girl is a part of your identity, right? Now that can change. It hurts a lot, but it can change if you want it to. If you don't, that's okay. You think you were very supportive with her. I wouldn't disagree, man. She threatened to she cut herself. She threatened to kill herself. Her parents treated her like shit. She was extremely jealous and controlling. She lied, inventing stories. She wanted you to stop having some friends and going to parties. You've always held your ground, telling her when she was wrong, but also stayed with her, trying to work things out. It seems to me that this girl is trying to control you. Obviously, like, that has to be said, but the question is, why is she trying to control you? I would imagine it's because she has experienced someone trying to control her, maybe her parents, I don't know. Or she's just got a personality predisposition to want to control you. But I'm going to be honest with you, man, that's not your problem. You know, she wants the relationship on her own terms when she wants it, but she only thinks about you when you make her think about you, and she realizes she's going to lose you, right? You only miss the water when the well is dry. So when we were 20, she broke up with me. Okay, I'd be asking why she broke up with you. Like, really deep down in her heart, why she broke up with you, because she's not going to know why she broke up with you until you guys have like hours of conversation. 1.5 months later, she had sex in a party with a stranger. That's not uncommon. That's happened to me before. And I think it comes from just someone wanting to be free. It doesn't justify it, but they're trying to find themselves, maybe. 3 months later, she was going out with me, kissing me, and 5 months later, she was asking me to take her back as a girlfriend. When she left me, I was deeply in love with her, and she knew that. Okay, that tells me that she doesn't value you, or she didn't at least, as much as you value her. And that's a lot more common than you think in relationships too. If you look at the COVID crisis, sending the divorce rate up, which it has in most Western nations, one of the reasons that's happened is because people have been in relationships with people that they're not happy with, but they are just too lazy to do anything about it, or there's too much money tied up in the house, or because the problem is, man, as soon as the lawyers get involved, only they win, everyone else loses. Okay, but that tells me that people stay in relationships that they shouldn't be staying in, and then they realize it when they have to fucking deal with these people all day for 2 months on end. She never stopped texting you and chatting with you. She answered your Instagram stories telling me I look cute. She came to me when she was feeling sad for comfort. We were flirting via text and Instagram. Look, you got to remember that girls flirt with guys. So guys flirt with girls because they want that girl, and they like the ego trip. Girls flirt with guys because they love the attention, and it's an ego thing, but it's different to the male ego thing. A man likes his ego to be stroked. A woman likes to feel secure. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I put it. I could be wrong, but I'm probably not. So she's flirting with you because with you she gets attention, she gets familiarity. You can't underestimate the power that familiarity has, and it's sort of like, you know, that guy that she fucked at the party 2 weeks later, he was a brand new shirt, right? And you're the old dressing gown in the closet. You want you want to wear the brand new shirt, but sometimes the old dressing gown is very comfortable and you just want to hang out and be comfortable. You want to feel secure and safe and just have a cry with ice cream. With a dressing gown. So that's, that's what she's doing to you, man. She's using you to make herself feel better. Now that's in the past. So she was the type to go out every 2 months and have friends, but not a lot. So all of this was very strange. She uploaded pics with strangers. That's just textbook gaslighting, manipulation, and trying to cause jealousy. That's the textbook. If I could write a book teaching someone how to be a dick, I would put that in there. I was going out a lot and I didn't want to hurt her and I didn't want anything with anyone. So I didn't do anything with anyone, although I could, and just uploaded pictures of me and my male friends. Look, it looks like you're trying to be a good guy. Like, you're trying to be a good guy. I'm not necessarily saying you are a good guy only, because we all have good and bad, but it seems to me that, there's just a balance. The balance of intention is off. She intends to be selfish and try to get her own and help her own heart, ego, and feelings, and you're trying to balance it out because you care for her. That's at least what I'm reading. When she asked to be my girlfriend again, she did it because I found out she had sex and I decided to let her go and cut contact for my own good. Okay, so that's right there. You don't miss the water till the well is dry. My condition to be a couple again was that she had to tell me everything that happened. Listen, man, I understand that. I've done that before with a girl too. I want to know exactly what happened. I want to know where he put it. I want to know how he did it, what positions he did, and I want all the gory details because I just want to sit in the pain. It's fucked up, but it's true and it works, right? So the only thing I would say is that you probably shouldn't have had a condition to get back together again. What happens is that relationships are always bargaining with each other. They are a negotiation. It's just as simple as that. But you're bargaining from a position where she has to tell you everything, right? But so is that what you get? What else do you get? Do you also get don't fucking cheat on me again, or sort your shit out, or be honest with me, or what else do you get apart from just a story? Fuck that, man. I want more than a story. I want a reason she did it. I want her to sort her shit out. I want her to talk to me. I want her to be honest with me. I want her to treat me as an equal. Those are my conditions to get back in a relationship. I'm not saying you're bad or wrong. I'm just saying that, you should probably ask for more because I think you're worth more. I'm beginning to think we have different moral values. You do. But I know for sure that if the situation, you're right. Her friends would tell her that you fucked her and threw her away if the roles were reversed. That is true. We got back together like a year ago and this still bothers me. At first she didn't accept responsibility for anything and it said it was basically my problem. I feel bad if I feel bad about what she did. Well, she's right in a sense. Here's the thing, right? If I fuck up and then you can't forgive me, that's your problem. As long as I am genuinely repentant and it will not happen again, and I understand what I did. As long as I'm genuinely repentant and not blaming you or gaslighting you. This is what happens a lot with victims of abuse. They get gaslit and the blame gets put on them, right? It's not your fault. If you can't forgive her, that's your issue. But then again, I understand why you can't forgive her because she hasn't been entirely honest with you and she hasn't been an honest broker, an honest negotiator, right? So I understand it, man. You're not on the wrong here in terms of that. The problem is that if she is genuinely now, because you go on and say she's taking some responsibility, but she thinks she only has to say sorry. She doesn't only have to say sorry. She has to explain herself and her heart, which I assume she hasn't done. And she has to genuinely take full and complete responsibility. If I have sex with another girl, I cannot obfuscate or shift the blame. You have to take full responsibility, okay? And she hasn't done that, so I understand why you can't forgive her. I just want to leave this behind, but I don't know how. You won't be able to until she takes full responsibility and makes you the genuine promise that she won't do it again, and you believe it because you see that she doesn't need to do it again. So it seems to be the case that when she went out and broke up with you and then fucked another dude, she needed to do that. I've slept with a lot of women and I've broken a few hearts, many times my own. But I wasn't the right guy to be in a relationship. Now I'm the right guy to be in a relationship, and I'm in one with the woman that I want to be in one with. And the reason for that is because I had to make those mistakes and fuck up. It seems like she had to make those mistakes and fuck up. Now the question is, does she still have more paper to burn? Does she still have things to fuck up on, mistakes to make, lessons to learn before she becomes the woman she needs to be in a relationship and that you need to have in a relationship? Someone that will treat you equal, someone that will listen to you, someone that will take you seriously, right? She's going to a psychologist. That's good. She asked for forgiveness after some sessions. That's good. And I will too once quarantine is over. At this point, I don't even know why I'm so attached to her. You're attached to her because she's fucking half of who you are. Look, you're 22 and she's a third of your life. She's been in your life for 7 years. That's a third of your life. It's no wonder you're so attached to her. Familiarity is so powerful, man. Like, I can't communicate that to you enough. But having said that, you've got two options here. You can break up with her and go out on your own and get to know yourself aside from her and anyone else, which, look, you don't have to, but I recommend. I have a mate that spent 10 years with 4 different girls and 1 year by himself. How well do you think he knows himself? How well do you think he's able to give the woman that he now is going to meet in the future context for why he does what he does and an understanding of himself? Because everything is filtered through the lens of the other person's reaction. So if he's got a fucked up girlfriend, then he goes on to the next girlfriend. He doesn't really know how he reacts to a real, like, honest love, real genuine love, you know? And so, I don't know, man. The other option is to stay with her and work through it and sort it out. But this is going to take a lot of work. And that question for you is it worth it? Is she worth it? If she is, fucking do it. Go hard and never stop. And you run to the end of that freeway because she's worth it. But if she's not, you need to take the off-ramp, son. You need to take the off-ramp. Those are the two options. Stay with her or don't. But don't feel bad either way. Don't blame yourself either way. Don't demonize yourself either way. Understand that you are only a man. That's all you are. You're just a man, okay? And most men, dude, when I was 22, I was a fucking banana. I was so dumb. And then I went on for 10 years to, prove that again and again. And it was only around about the age of 28 that I really grew up and became a man instead of just a boy with hair on my face. And so, look, I don't blame you, man. I think you're going through some tough shit. And I think that, I think you've got a good head on your shoulders, though, because it looks like you're doing the right thing. I hope that this video helps a bit. Watch it as many times as you need to really figure out and gain some context about what you need to do. Good luck, mate.